you know, when I started getting out there and doing esports and because even though we were a career coaching business originally, because we gamified the process, we started becoming more involved in the esports, which, as you can see, I'm more than happy with it. Like, I love, I love gaming, so I'm cool with doing a lot of tech, tech industry and gaming promotional things in the space. All right, this ain't gonna work. But it wasn't until I started telling people about our business that I even was led into that space. So sometimes, if you don't even tell people what you do, or if you don't embrace yourself and embrace your gifts, then sometimes you don't even get that opportunity. Thanks for tuning in to my gaming podcast, Gems in Gaming, where I play various games and tell different stories about my life, experiences, wisdom, anything to help inspire and encourage others. You were born with the ability to change someone's life, and you should never waste it. If you enjoy, please like, comment, or subscribe. Alright, yo, what's going on, y'all? So, we're going to continue to play Overwatch again. It was fun last week. Got to use the headphones. And honestly, using headphones might be better if I'm doing like a gaming podcast. Like, it makes more sense to wear the headphones, I used to not, if you're new to me, I used to not try to listen to the sound so I can be as articulate as possible when I speak. But I mean, I tried it last week, and even though this game is distracting and I kept pausing a lot, I'm gonna try it again. I think it's entertaining. But today's Gems in Gaming, or the topic for today's Gems in Gaming, and I'm gonna play with the title when I upload it. So I just want to talk about the concept more than talking about the title. And that pretty much is, stop holding yourself back, man. Like, I mean, that's a good title right there, but we do that so often. And there's somebody that does that all the time. I'm here to tell y'all not to do that. And of course, I'm going to give context as to why and how you can break out of it. And also, if you're new to listening to me, if I'm talking about it, then that means I feel it. It's impacting me more than anything. So, if this helps you, then fantastic. So stop holding yourself back. All right, so I started a business back in 2022 called Pitch Play Co. My wife and I founded this company, and the concept of the company is a career coaching company. And we help people understand that they're more than just a number, or more than, just employee 556. They're way more than that. Somebody's taking our base. Yeah. And okay. And a lot of times we don't really truly believe that, right? We get so dependent on another, I don't want to say person, but a company giving us our value, or a salary giving us our value. We're not nearly as reliant on ourselves as we are with other people, and that's an issue. So we started a company, my wife and I, Pitch Play Co., in order to teach people those concepts, and the whole point is gamifying the growth and development of people. And as I focus a little bit more on my business, I realized that I do not nearly go as hard into promoting my business, or doing things that I know helps. I mean, promotion is marketing. I was going to say marketing the company, or growing as a professional. I do a lot of that stuff like behind closed doors, and I have all these different visions, and I'm not showing people why they should and why they should go with us, or why our business is going to help them grow. And a lot of the times, all right, it's because I get in my own head. Like, I feel like, oh, I should be doing more. I haven't done this yet. I haven't done that yet. So why should I promote myself? I get in my head a lot. And I think we all do that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if everyone feels like, everyone feels like they have something to offer the world and they know they're fire. Like my business, I know my business is great. I know it will help a ton of people, but I do not promote it like I should. Straight up. Or we don't promote it as we should. And we got to get over that. We holding ourselves back. When I started getting out there and doing esports, and because even though we were a career coaching business originally, because we gamified the process, we started becoming more involved in the esports, which, as you can see, I'm more than happy with it. Like, I love I love gaming, so I'm cool with doing a lot of tech industry and gaming promotional things in the space. All right, this ain't gonna work. But it wasn't until I started telling people about our business that I even was led into that space. So sometimes, if you don't even tell people what you do, or if you don't embrace yourself and embrace your gifts, then sometimes you don't even get that opportunity to be a esports company, or a career coaching and development company within the esports space. And I only got that because I started going to different conferences, telling people, yeah, I'm CEO of this company. Going to different events like DreamHack or Comic-Con, or all of these different things. I didn't get that till I started to just embrace, my company or what I do. Sorry, y'all. As y'all can see, a lot of crap was happening right now. So I'm getting wrecked. It is what it is. That concept of what I'm telling you, that I had to go out there and do something in order to finally find my niche, or to claim my niche. We can do that with pretty much, you can use that example for pretty much anything that you want to do in life. That if you, my tank is running, son. Let's say you want to be a chef, right? Because my sister's a chef, so I have a vested interest in all chefs being successful. But if no one can taste your cooking, then who cares that you're a chef? You feel me? Like you're a rapper. I was just listening to J. Cole, so I'll use rapping as an example. If no one can hear your raps, then who cares? That's the case for anything that we do in life. That if we can't show people why we're good, or why it's our gift, then what's the point? There's this scripture, and Jesus was, I forgive me, I don't know I don't remember the line 100% off the top of my head, and as you can see, I'm like slick fighting for my life here. But Jesus was discussing how you have let's say you have three guys, and now I'm really paraphrasing because I'm struggling right now. And one guy has one gift, the other guy has two gifts, and the last guy has 4 gifts or something, 5 gifts. And the guys go to God or God gives these people the gifts, and God comes and checks them, right? He's like, yo, let me see what you did with the gifts I gave you. And the guy with 5 gifts, he turns it into 10. The guy with 2 gifts, he turns it into 4. The guy with 1 gift, he just keeps it as 1 gift. And God's like, bruh, what you do? Like, you only kept it as 1 gift? And the guy was like, God, I don't understand. How could you be upset? I kept the gift safe. I buried it, actually. No one was going to mess with this gift. I kept it underground forever. And God's like, I don't know. God's like, I didn't give you that gift to not make it better. I gave you that gift so you can actually make, excuse me, I didn't give you that gift so you can keep it the same. I gave you that gift so you can make it better. You keeping it the exact same, it's just crazy. That's ungrateful. That's like, man, I blessed you with something and you chose to keep it the same. Like, that's corny. All right, so the whole purpose of that was, or me trying to articulate this story, is that we hold ourselves back when we don't embrace our gifts. We hold ourselves back when we don't, use, when we don't use what we were given. And I, for one, was talking to another friend of mine who I consider him an entrepreneur. He probably doesn't think of himself that way, but I feel like he is. I was talking to another entrepreneur friend of mine, and he's a photographer, and he was just discussing how he has so many photos like just in the chamber that he's ready to unleash to the world. And he and I were talking, and he was just like, I can't wait to like share all of these different photos. And I told him, I was just having a heart to heart with him. I was just like, man, I'm disappointed in myself is because like I got a crap ton of content to post, a crap ton of content to share, and I don't post any of it. And it's always because I'm thinking, what will people think? Or will people get annoyed because I'm posting all the time? Like silly questions, bro. Questions that make no sense. Questions that only hold me back. I was reading this book, Think and Grow Rich. And if you ever heard any of my speeches or, seen me in a work environment, then you definitely heard me talk about this book before. Think and Grow Rich. This book is extremely powerful and can transform your life if you apply all the principles. And I'm working on applying them. So here I am telling them to you. But one of the chapters said, as a matter of fact, I can tell you the chapter. I think it was Organized Planning, chapter 7. And it's a very lengthy chapter. But in that chapter, Napoleon Hill mentions, you can find your greatest enemy and your greatest ally in the same place, right in front of the mirror. You don't have to go far to see who's helping you. You don't have to go far to see who's hurting you. It's you. It's not anyone else. So if you have all of these amazing gifts, embrace them and let the world see it. I was just talking about J. Cole earlier, and he said, forgetting the name of the song now. Maybe it was Applying Pressure. Maybe I could be wrong, but basically towards the end, he mentions how sometimes you gotta let people know, you gotta show people exactly who you are, and let them know why they not you. You gotta embrace that to the world. You gotta share your gift. If you're a painter, paint and show off your painting. I mean, in today's world, you can do it by posting, which is to me like the easiest thing to do. But Getting involved in the art shows, right? You know, take it a step further, get more involved in art shows. Go out, go to different events, go to places you aren't always super comfortable, and try to be better at some of those things. Try to be better at showing off your gifts. Wow, that's hilarious. What is my team doing? You know, that's all, you know, we should really be aiming to do. When I say no, don't let anything hold you back. We should be aiming to make sure that we're growing and not staying in this little cave. We don't want anyone to see our failures. We don't want anyone to judge us, bros. Bump all that. Like, okay, for example, I told you guys I want to get more involved in the esports, and my company has now been entered into the esports space. I know for a fact that I'm new to the game. I know that there are more experienced esports professionals and people out there within the industry, and I'm okay with learning. I'm okay with being the new guy, because if I don't embrace it, right? If I'm, you know, not being the new guy, then how would I ever learn? If you don't suck at something, you're not trying. You ever heard that quote? If you don't suck at something, then you're not trying. And that's real. That's real. I'm not going to be, oh my goodness. I'm not going to be LeBron James or Kobe Bryant every time, or, you know, in everything that I do, you know, or you are not, whoever. You're not going to be the greatest in everything that you do. But I guarantee when LeBron first started, I guarantee he wasn't the best basketball player. Or when MJ started, he'll tell you he failed often. Michael Jordan, or, you know, I mean, I can go on and just talk about a million people who had to fail before they became great. My goodness, bro, this was rough. I mean, just look at what I'm doing right now. Like, we're getting destroyed. Our other healer left. You know, they're like, yo, bump all this, and they probably didn't leave because, you know, they were quitting. That's probably not the case. They probably were getting frustrated. But still, though, like, sometimes, like, that's a real life example. Sometimes, like, stuff gets hard and people just done for. They don't want to, you know, they don't want to put themselves out there no more, and they don't want to show that, oh, I'm, you know, they're afraid to be vulnerable. And it's absolutely nothing wrong with being vulnerable. In fact, your best work or your biggest growth happens when you're most vulnerable. Because if you're in a situation where you're not, don't go in. Oh dang. Sorry, bro. Oh wow. I survived that. That's crazy. Ah! Sorry, y'all see what's happening right here. Yeah, I had to take that L. But anyway, I say all that to say, because I got distracted, obviously, so I don't even remember the example I was using or what I was saying specifically, but, you know, don't be afraid to fail, man. For what? I mean, or don't, you know, yeah, don't be afraid to fail, don't be afraid to be vulnerable, don't hold yourself back, man. Like, for what? For what? Like, you know, I had a real hard time posting stuff like this because, you know, of the stigma around gaming and how gaming is viewed as negative here or negative there. You know, I had to get over that, and I still am trying to get over that. All right, I'm still trying to work on, you know, ignoring what people are thinking or anything like that. But because of that, I have a ton of stuff in the chamber that I have not yet posted. A ton of stuff in the chamber that I could share with y'all. Like so much wisdom, so much things about business, about esports, about growth, about being a good husband, about being a good, becoming a better man, eventually being a good father. That's one thing that Kelly and I are working on. There's so much that I can give the world, and I'm like giving like a little piece here, a little piece there, and it's like, bro, if you don't step up and do something, bro, like, and I'm my biggest critic. Like, some people see me and they're like, oh my God, what you're doing is so impressive. I'm like, bruh, this is only 2% of my full strength. This ain't even my final form, man. And I gotta get over myself and just show the world that, give more of my gifts. I have to embrace becoming the I want to say the leader, but the man that I know that I am, and show the world that. So I'm using y'all as my accountability partners. I'm gonna start posting more. I'm gonna start getting out there a little bit more on social, because that's the easiest thing to do. Obviously, I go to a ton of events. If you follow our business or have seen anything, I guess, that I have been posting on social, then you know that I'm always going out, I'm always going to events, getting way more involved into the esports space, getting way more involved in the workshops and leadership summits. So I'm putting out the work, but it's time to show people my work. It's time to put myself out there and really, really let people know, like, I'm here. And more than anything, let me know that I'm here. Because it's, like I said, it's not about other people. But if you good at what you do, but nobody see it, then what's the point of talking about it? It's at that point you gotta claim it. And that's what I'm working on doing. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna end the video here. Like, I'm gonna continue this match, but I think it's a great ending point. All right, and to end really, because I told you guys I'm gonna at least give you some advice on how to start. The best way to start anything is to start. That's how you get over, that's how you get over like procrastination, and that's how you get over like holding yourself back. Start, man. Just start. And then you don't have to run a mile immediately, right? Run a lap. Run half a lap. It don't even matter what you do. Just do something. That's all you really have to do. That's the best part about just growing, man. Or the best part about growth is it's a process. It's a journey, but as long as you go on that journey, you winning. You winning. The person who does a little bit is better than someone who does absolutely nothing. Yeah, I couldn't get out of there. Straight up. Never forget that. Never forget that. Just do a little more than that one person who only does a lot once. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up, bro. Just do a little. Just do a little more than someone who does a lot. Yeah, that's my profound quote for the day. Man, I don't know why this dude is going in places I can't see. Alright, y'all, but like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video probably here, because I know from watching the last time I did this how much I was rambling, bro. And you gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them. So look, man, y'all take it easy and God bless.